What's going on, guys? Ryan here. Got another battle for you. XYOU. Standard fare, whatever. I didn't do a random intro talking about random stuff because I really just don't have enough random stuff to talk about right now because I'm just really busy. I got homework to do and showering and whatnot. It's been a real hassle going from my mom's to my dad's and so on and so forth over the past pretty much the past month. But the snow's gone, like I said in the last video, which is great. It's now February, which is okay, whatever. Month for Valentine's Day, or as I call it, Single Awareness Day. Whatever. Anywho, got a battle, and hopefully I should be able to start uploading at least kind of regularly again, but we'll definitely see where that goes. Also, guys, I actually have an announcement, so I guess I do have random stuff to talk about. Woo. I think I've decided to stop. I'm not going to stop battling competitively, but I don't think I'm going to be trying to get to the top of the Showdown ladder again anytime soon. And the reason for that is simply it's way too much of a hassle. Because, the points fluctuate every day and stuff. And even though it's a lot more stable now, the way that they have it, where you gain about 25 points per battle, and you probably always end up with someone, at least in close proximity to your rating. I really don't have time with school. I'm doing fine, but this is going to be a busy semester, and I really just, got to get my priorities straight, and unfortunately school comes before the Pokémons. Not going anywhere, still going to be uploading and stuff, just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm still going to play competitively, obviously, because, that's the most fun, but the days of tryharding on the ladder are over for now, simply because I don't have that kind of time. So, yeah. Even though I've already said it, what's going on, guys? Ryan here. Black, white. I'm not black, white. Wow, this is XY. XYOU. Using the Bridal Rate team once again. If you don't know the sets, I believe the last time I officially, gave them out was on the yesterday's grudge match. So if you want to check that out, the link will be on the screen right about now. You can go and click Gardevoir herself, the blushing bride of doom and damnation. And that should be fun. Anyway, you guys should know my team by now, so looking at the opponent's team, they have a Venusaur, so I'm just going to assume Mega Venusaur, even though they have a T-Tar that could also be Mega. Venusaur is just the more common Mega Pokemon, because they also have a Rotom and a Landorus and a Heatran, so this is looking kind of like bulky offense, with a Haxorus to Dragon Dance or something late game, and yeah, not really too threatened by anything at the moment, because I don't know his sets. But we'll see how things go. So let's hit play. This is going to be done at normal speed as opposed to slow, just because it's kind of a longer game. It's almost 40 turns, so I just want to, get it out of the way. And yeah. So he's going to lead off with, I lead off with Genesect. Get the attack boost versus the Tyranitar, which is awesome, so I'm just going to go for Iron Head. The reason I Iron Headed instead of U-turning was because it's actually stronger than the U-turn would have been, I think it's like 80 or 90 base power as opposed to 70. Whatever. I don't kill the Tyranitar rather. He's able to get up rocks. That sucks. Just gonna Iron Head again though. No reason not to, as he does go to Heatran. So I'm just gonna make the very, very safe switch into Rotom, as he's gonna go for the Flash Cannon. Not entirely sure why he did that, but this is definitely looking to be an offensive Heatran, which is fine. Predicting the obvious Venusaur switch in, I could have gone for Willow, but I chose to Volt Switch out. Simply because if he stayed in, that would have been a great prediction on his part, and my Rotom would have taken a lot of damage after he got the Flash Fire boost. Wasn't feeling that, just going to go right to Zapdos to get these rocks on out of here. I realize he might have Sleep Powder, but if he does, it's fine, because Zapdos is probably going to be my least useful guy. So, that's the game plan there. Just defog, like I said, and the rocks are gone. Things are looking pretty good. His Landorus outspeeds my Zapdos, but I haven't seen any damage on it, so he might just be like speed invested. But whatever. He outspeeds me, goes for U-turn as I Heat Wave, because I don't have HP Ice. I have Heat Wave on the Zapdos, obviously. And I think he just went into Heatran to not take too much damage from my predicted my predicted HP Ice. But he got the Flash Fire boost as he went for HP Ice trying to nail Zapdos. That wasn't happening though. Again, he needs this Heatran because it's pretty much the only thing stopping Gardevoir from having a field day, but he actually decides to predict me to Volt Switch and Fire Blast me. Gets a lot of damage. I go to Gengar, Focus Blast, miss, no! Well, there goes my Gengar. And yeah, That's the first of 2 unfortunate misses that are going to happen in this game. Go to Gardevoir now, because this also has Focus Blast that can kill it from that range, but I miss yet again, and he's able to nail me with a Flash Cannon, get off a ton of damage. Kind of pissed off about that, because, you know, that's 2 misses in a row, and they both really mattered, because that Heatran was really getting on my nerves, as it was the best check he had to my Heatran, so whatever. Go for it again. He finally switches into the Venusaur, and then he makes a cheeky switch into T-Tar. I know I'm falling behind on the narration, but like I said, I just want to get this out of the way, so yeah. This guy's making all types of cheeky switches, and now I'm just going to spam Hyper Voice because I'm pissed the hell off. Finally hit something, do insane amounts of damage to this Rotom. I see the leftovers, I know I'm faster, and this Rotom is going down to this next Hyper Voice. Finally killed something on turn 15, and no, turn 14, excuse me, but honestly I should be up right now, but it's whatever. He goes to Landorus, and I'm scared that he might be Scarf because he wouldn't have brought it in if he wasn't, which is why I'm just going to go to Zapdos, predicting the obvious U-turn or EQ. He does U-turn, goes into the T-Tar, that's fine by me, and I know I can't let him set up Stealth Rocks on my side of the field, otherwise Gardevoir will be in a lot of trouble. So I'm just going to roost, predicting him to try to attack me to get off some damage, but he just goes straight for the rocks again. This thing is getting so annoying, whatever, just going to defog now. I'm figuring I can live Stone Edges and just pressure stall him out of them, but he has Rock Slide instead of Stone Edge, which is different, but okay, whatever, you know. I'm just going to T-Bolt him now, and it's not doing enough if he sets up the rocks again, and it probably would have been in my best interest just to kill this thing, simply because Zapdos had nothing to fear from any of his other Pokemon, you know. It's probably one of the most threatening Pokemon that I have on my team to, you know, deal with his shenanigans, and yeah. Or I should have at least roosted there. But whatever the case, he's just going to set up his rocks yet again. And if I was smart, I would have killed him instead of going for G-Fog, or would have roosted so he couldn't kill me with the Rock Slide. But I didn't, and I let my Zapdos go, and I shouldn't have done that. Let me tell you that much. Zapdos would have been so useful in this game. But whatever, I'm just going to go to Genesect now and U-turn, and finally that T-Tar that should have been dead ages ago is gone, which is great. And I really wish I had killed off that Heatran earlier, though, because that's the only thing stopping my Genesect from just U-turning all over his team. So yeah, he goes to the Landorus again, whatever, just going to have to go to Rotom, as unfortunately he's just going to U-turn again. He's really apprehensive about going for Earthquake, even though it's probably his best play, but you know, whatever. He goes to the Mega Venusaur, and fearing that he might be fast, I'm just going to go to my Heatran, knowing that I can deal with anything this wants to do, as he is going to go for Synthesis. Kind of questionable, but you know, whatever. Just gonna go for rocks with my Heatran, expecting the obvious switch into his. And here I have to make a very ballsy switch into my Genesect. Switching in Genesect on Heatran is never a good idea, but he's putting a lot of pressure on me, and I really had no other option. Thankfully, though, he did go for Earth Power, trying to hit my Heatran, allowing me to U-turn out. I tried to sack Gardevoir here, but finally, there's a little bit of justice in the world, as he is going to go ahead and miss that Fire Blast, allowing me to keep my Gardevoir, which is huge. And I should have predicted this and gone for the Hyper Voice, but I just wanted to get rid of that Heatran ASAP, so I just go for Focus Blast, hit the Landorus, whatever. Nothing I could have done there. Go back to Genesect, again trying to fodder it, but he superpowers, leaving my Genesect very much alive, and even though I have the special attack boost, I know he's not going to stay in. He absolutely needs that Scarf Landorus of his because that is his win condition, so realizing that, I'm just going to go for U-turn, because I would have outsped him anyway, and I had things to take superpower, I think. Anyway, just U-turn to Gardevoir, and I don't want to miss this thing yet again, so I'm just going to Shadow Ball. Finally kill the stupid Heatran. We're looking good. Unfortunately, though, I let my Genesect take way too much damage, so I'm probably going to have to sacrifice it soon. But I went to Rotom and sacrificed that. Oh yeah, it's because it doesn't outspeed anything. It's offensive Rotom, and he's Scarf Landorus, so there was no hope for that. Goes into his Mega Venusaur, whatever. I have the Heatran, I go for the Lava Plume, and ladies and gentlemen, the Hax Gods grace me with a burn. First try, which is huge. He Giga Drains, that's fine. If he Sleep Powders, he can't do anything. If he has Earthquake, I'm okay now because I burned him. So that's all fine and dandy, and at this point, I'm just going to spam Lava Plume. But for some reason, he sacks his Landorus, which is his win condition. But I think the reason was that Genesect could still come in and get a special attack boost on something, and probably just spam Ice Beam for the game. Because, you know, like I said, Venusaur can't do anything to Heatran, so that was planned there. Anyway, Realizing he has Earthquake on his Haxorus, I'm just going to go to my Genesect Death Fodder, going to Gardevoir, and that's pretty much going to be my game because I know he's not Scarfed because Landorus was already Scarfed. So he's going to go into Venusaur, and I'm just going to go for Hyper Voice, trying to get off big damage on something. That actually does a huge chunk to that Venusaur when you consider how specially defensive it is once it's all megaed up. And yeah, just going to take that out with a Side Shock. I know I outspeed the Haxorus because he doesn't have a Dragon Dance or anything. So I'm just going to go for Hyper Voice again, and that is going to be my game. Ha! Not bad. Not bad at all. Nice victory. And yeah, those two Focus Blast misses were huge though, because that Heatran was a huge thorn in my side. Honestly, if he hadn't missed the Fire Blast, I most definitely would have lost this because, you know, Gardevoir turned out to be the MVP. She won me the game, and I couldn't ask for more. So yeah, my favorite Mega currently as it stands, doing some work. And yeah, pretty good game I thought. And it was made unnecessarily close by the misses, but you know, it's Pokemon, it happens, what can you do? Anyway, you guys, I actually have somewhere to be. On the go again, the never-ending struggle. So that's going to do it for this one, so remember to leave a like rating if you enjoyed, leave a dislike if you didn't, and tell me why you didn't like it, so I can work to improve that in the very near future. Share this with your friends if you want them to see it, think it's good, whatever. Leave me a comment, tell me what you thought, and of course remember to subscribe if you haven't already. So with all that being said, my name is Riley, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.